NVIDIA may have just revealed the biggest graphics leap since ray tracing. And if this technology is real, and it definitely is, Digital Foundry already put out a video, then it could completely change how video games are rendered. I'm talking about DLSS 5, NVIDIA's next evolution of AI-powered graphics. And what makes this announcement really interesting isn't just PC gaming, it's what this could mean for the future of console graphics, and even VR. Because if AI rendering evolves the way NVIDIA is claiming, the next generation of gaming hardware, including consoles, could look very different from what we have today. For anyone unfamiliar, DLSS stands for Deep Learning Supersampling. Instead of rendering every pixel traditionally, the GPU uses AI models trained on massive datasets to reconstruct and enhance the final image. Previous versions of DLSS already gave PC gamers huge advantages, sometimes dramatically increasing frame rates, while still delivering incredibly sharp visuals. But DLSS 5 appears to push this concept even further. NVIDIA is now talking about AI playing a much bigger role in the rendering pipeline, helping improve things like lighting, detail, and overall scene reconstruction in real time. In other words, the AI isn't just scaling the image anymore, it's becoming an essential part of how the final visuals are created. Traditionally, better graphics meant more raw GPU power, bigger hardware, more processing, more energy. But AI rendering could change that equation. Instead of brute forcing every visual detail, developers can use machine learning to intelligently reconstruct parts of the image, allowing games to look way better while still maintaining strong performance. That's why technologies like DLSS have become such a big focus for the industry. Now, of course, DLSS itself is currently exclusive to NVIDIA hardware on PC. But when you look at what's happening across the industry, you can clearly see a shift toward AI-assisted graphics. Sony already introduced PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR, with the PS5 Pro. AMD is pushing its own upscaling technologies, and more developers are experimenting with AI-driven rendering techniques. So while consoles don't use DLSS directly, the direction of the industry is becoming pretty clear. AI rendering is quickly becoming one of the biggest frontiers in graphics technology. Which raises an interesting question for the future. What will the next generation of consoles need to compete? But there's another area where this kind of technology could become absolutely game-changing. Virtual reality. VR is incredibly demanding on hardware. VR headsets need to render two high-resolution images simultaneously, while maintaining extremely high frame rates to avoid motion sickness. That's why VR games often have to make compromises in visual fidelity. But imagine combining technologies like eye tracking, foveated rendering, and advanced AI reconstruction similar to DLSS. Suddenly, VR systems could render incredibly detailed environments without overwhelming the hardware. And that kind of technology could play a major role in the future of high-end VR experiences. So while DLSS 5 is primarily a PC technology today, the bigger story might be what it represents. A shift toward AI-driven graphics pipelines. And if that shift continues, it could influence how future gaming hardware is designed, including consoles and VR systems. The graphics race may be entering a completely new era. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think AI-driven rendering like DLSS is the future of gaming graphics? And could technologies like this eventually influence the next generation of consoles or VR headsets? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy PlayStation and PSVR coverage, make sure to subscribe, because there is a lot of exciting tech developments coming in the gaming industry. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.